What's going on, YouTube peeps and bariatric freaks? Welcome back to Back2Basics. I'm James R. Guy, and I am your Monday vlogger. So this week is body week, and the question is, do people treat you differently post-op than they did pre-op? How does that make you feel? And do you treat other people differently? People, without a doubt, definitely treat me different now compared to before. Pre-op, or at any point before surgery at my heaviest, I think I think they were afraid at times. Some people would be afraid to be around me or someone who's super morbidly obese, almost like they're going to catch fat or something, so they kind of stay away. You come sit next to them and they move. You can't get someone to hold a door open for you. And now, I'll let people kind of wait. And even as a guy, will wait and hold the door, if I'm walking up to a door. When I pre-op, when I went into a store, if I needed help with something, people weren't quick to come up and help me right off the bat. I'd have to, walk around and try to find somebody to help me. Post-op, now I can walk into a store or walk into a place of business, and someone is quick to assist me if I need something. If I go sit next to somebody in public, they don't get up and walk away like they used to. People make more eye contact with me when talking to me. They actually want to talk to me and will actually approach me to talk to me. People who before surgery, I don't even know their names a lot of times, and I'm referring to like coworkers who will come up and strike a conversation with me, and half of them don't even know my name, but just because the outer appearance has completely changed, their attitude towards me is literally night and day. And so yeah, I definitely get treated completely different post-op than I did pre-op. How does that make me feel? Well, it makes me feel two ways. One, I find it kind of offensive, partially, and two, I find it kind of rewarding at the same time. And I'll explain. It's nice when someone recognizes you or pays attention to you. Doesn't treat you any differently than anybody else, that they're respectful to you and just treat you like a human being should be treated. I think we all would appreciate that and respect that and enjoy that, and I definitely do. So it makes me feel good that people, I'm not the big, super morbidly obese, yucky, fat guy, dirty guy, whatever. It feels good to have people not fear me, not feel like they have to move away or like they're gonna catch fat by being around me. So it feels good, it feels good to be able to walk into a store or a place of business and not have to wait for someone to hopefully come and assist me. And so I definitely enjoy it. I think many of us do, the way that we get treated now. I think we definitely appreciate and enjoy it more than we did compared to when we were pre-op. I find it offensive because at times I find it offensive because it kind of, it tells you like just how society is a lot of times, right? Just because someone is fat, obese, whatever word you want to call them, that doesn't make them any different from anybody else. That doesn't make them less of a human being. That doesn't mean that they deserve to be treated any differently, ignored, or thought of less than someone who's ideal size. They're a human being just like the next person. And to just know that society will, if you're fat, or obese, whatever, they don't want nothing to do with you. If you're skinny, then you're part of the crowd. I find that offensive. And a lot of times at work, when these people that do approach me, inside, I'm just kind of like laughing, like, go away. You didn't give me the time of day. Not in, I don't mean in like the dating sense, or being interested in me, when I say that. I just mean just in carrying on a regular conversation. Like, you didn't even recognize me, other than, or only because I was, big fat guy walking down the hallway or whatever. But you would have never stopped to, have a conversation with me. And now you are. Like, the outside might have changed, but I'm still the same guy that I was at my heaviest. And if I wasn't good enough for you then I'm not good enough for you now. So don't even, waste your time with me. So I find it, kind of offensive sometimes. But that's the world we live in, right? I don't get to set the rules, and I just got to play by them sometimes, and that's the way it goes sometimes. Do I treat people differently? No. I will. In fact, having been super morbidly obese, I tend to kind of gravitate more towards people who are obese, because I've been there and know what it feels like. If we're out in a public setting, and I can tell that this person over here is by themselves, because, and they're a large individual, and like, I know how they feel feeling left out. I don't want them to do that. So I will specifically try to gravitate towards, those people, and hang out with them, talk with them, and try to include them and make them feel like they matter, like they're a normal human being, because they are. So, I don't think I necessarily treat people differently, but I do have I guess, a soft spot, if you will, for people who are obese. When I'm out in public or somewhere, I'll gravitate and hang out with them. That's my people. I mean, everyone's my people, but like, I can relate to this person. I know exactly what they're feeling, and it sucks, and I don't want them to feel that way. So I tend to gravitate towards, those people, and if they are, obese, and because I want them to feel like they matter. I want them to feel like they're important, like they're a regular human being. So that would be the only way that I treat people differently. And not that I don't try to do that with normal sized people, or skinnier people, but I will go out of my way to include someone who has been left out because of their size. So that's my take. I hope I made some sense. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. And until then, until we meet again, I will talk with you later. You guys take care.